Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Watch the pass.
On second down, it's Gibson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Haskins. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's the Pro Bowl punter Tress Way on to punt for Washington. Back deep, Golden Tate. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
At the 22.
Well, Saquon Barkley last year against Washington, he won many a fantasy league with his performance in Week 16. 189 yards rushing. That was the 3rd highest single-game total in the NFL all of last season. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a first carry for Dion Lewis. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down, now here's second down. Now Jones. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Quick throw. Here's Shepard. 3 yards the gain there. Second down.
It's a pickup.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there? Swarming to it and not allowing that to happen. Did not let him get downfield.
second down. Here's Barkley. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
But one thing we certainly know, Alabama churns out first-round picks, and there's another nice play there by one of them, Jonathan Allen, the big defensive tackle.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Jones. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon.
On to punt for the Giants.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. And let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
A gain of 9.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Single. Hey, Mike 20. Watch the screen.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And he finds his rookie target from Memphis, Antonio Gibson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Watch the curl. Mike 52. I got it. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. 6 guys.
They'll hand it down to Geis. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Ball carrier.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Hey. Mike 20. Hey, Mike 20. Hey, watch the ball.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He was looking for Antonio Gandy Golden that time, and it's 3rd down.
Mike 20. Double dog. That's the way.
From the gun, it's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Makes this Washington 7, Giants nothing. Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. On the return, Corey Ballantyne. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
I'm feeling like Will. I feel like a prince. I'm feeling myself. I'm loaded with bills. Because I was a blessed with no one who failed. Don't know how it feels. I'm one of the fans.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
2nd and 5 now. Jones going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Jones. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 1st down Giants, Jones to Ingram.
1st down Giants.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Giants nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down now, Barkley slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, on is XnO for the Giants field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Haskins in the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Hands it off out of the gun. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
He was tackled at the 46.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On 2nd down. It's Gibson, and down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Marcus Golden.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
They go play action now. Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run with Geis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Washington on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the shotgun, Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Aldrich Rosas lining up for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Next is Washington 14. Giants 3. Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Now Dion Lewis to return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Stand 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Operating from the gun, Jones. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Tackle made at the 20.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. From the gun, Jones looking for Shepard deep. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, 79 yards. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown.
XnO on for the extra
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Haskins. He'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. That one a first down pickup of 8. And a completion there by Haskins. And you think back to the 2019 draft, Both Dwayne and his counterpart on the other sideline, Daniel Jones, first-round picks in that draft. Jones taken 6th, Haskins 15th, and they might be seeing a lot of each other for quite a while here in the NFC East.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Everyone, you got 4. 4 down. Kill.
Here's Geis. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Partner, those are back-to-back 6-yard runs, and if they're going to continue to get those types of plays, shoot, you just keep running the same stuff, don't you?
Yeah, it was 1st and 10, then 2nd and 4. Now 1st and 10 again.
Mike 20. Let's go, baby. They turn up. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From just shy of midfield, Haskins. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Haskins throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Antonio Gandy Golden that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. On play action, Haskins. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Mike 20, and watch the leg.
Again, it's Haskins. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Now Jones on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking to find some space for Dion Lewis there, and that'll bring up second down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Here's Jones on 3rd down. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
45-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Haskins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Haskins.
Got a man. It's Gibson, complete.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
A couple of second-year guys, Haskins to McLaurin for a Washington first down.
On first down, it's Haskins.
And he'll complete this to Gibson.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now Haskins on first down, looking for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes this Washington 21, Giants 13. Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
And here's Lewis.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. Ballantyne to return. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
New York.
Jones now throwing on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
52's the mark, boy, 52. Coming, baby, I'm coming, baby.
Looking to throw, Haskins. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferguson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
What's the run? They're running it. 25, check 25, check 25.
Now a handoff, Geis going right. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Ready? Pittsburgh. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. You must be dreaming.
On 2nd and 12, Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Now Haskins to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked out and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
And he is out of bounds up past the 10. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
The 11-yard line.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley, and he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Jones on 1st and 10. And he slings one that's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And it's 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
To throw again, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And that is incomplete. There was the pressure you were talking about, force the incompletion.
And it doesn't always have to end in a sack, does it? Sometimes you can make a good play by forcing the incompletion with the pressure.
Here's Riley Dixon now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat with a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Let's go. Pick and cheese and Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He was looking for Antonio Gandy Golden that time.
And now it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the gun, Haskins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
10 at the 24-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
first down. It's Gibson. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
At the 19-yard.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Check, 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 check.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
19-yard line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. We go. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Ain't no such thing as a look.
Operating from the gun. Haskins. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Rosa's kick is good. And the so he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down.
Fourth down.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. Taken in at the 22. Shreds the tackle. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
37-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes Last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Now a give, right side, it's Geis. Fighting down past the 45. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 31-yard line.
Better than a 30-yard gain as we... So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, they'll try to run it. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. 52 is the mic right here, right? 52 is the mic. Go!
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he's going to get this pretty close to the 1st down marker at the Giants' 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full street.
Now a run with Geis. And he'll go down here at
gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Antonio Gibson,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And Washington going to add on to their lead.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again, Jones. And that is incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them offsides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon.
Second and 10. To throw again, Jones. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
24 yards.
A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Intended for
the scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Complete to Sterling.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Jones. Jones hit, and the ball's out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. On the crossing route, complete. That's Shepard. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First down, Giants.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5-yard pickup.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Giants on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jones. Dancing to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chase Young in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to go down again. The sack by Ronald Darby coming from the corner. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Taken down at the...
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Jones.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. From the gun, Jones. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
On the handoff, it's Geis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
14 yards there and a Washington first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So a victory here for the Washington football team.
And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Washington,
a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here.